A game called The Witcher Remake. CD Projekt Red has officially announced that it is working on The First Witcher, a remake of the original RPG about The Witcher, which was released back in 2007. Polish developers recently announced their plans for the future, which included several games in this universe. It turned out that one of them, codenamed Canis Majoris, was described as a new big game unrelated to the upcoming trilogy. This is precisely the remake of the first part of The Witcher. Details are still scarce, but what is known for sure is that the project is being developed on Unreal Engine 5 by FS Theory, a studio known primarily as the development support team for Divinity Original C2 and Baldur's Gate 3. Development is currently in its early stages. I wonder if the remake will retain the isometric view that could be selected instead of the third-person view. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. As soon as there is more news about the remake, I will be sure to let you know, friends. Called Shark Dentist. Independent studio Alice Games has announced a horror roguelike called Shark Dentist, in which, as the name suggests, you have to treat sharks' teeth. The project is being developed for personal computers and may later appear on consoles, with its release scheduled for the end of this year. The dentist must try to treat the teeth before the sedative wears off. Otherwise, the shark will wake up and bite your head off. Each case here is unique, creating additional difficulties by forcing you to monitor the animal's stress level and select the right tools and sedatives. According to the developers, the game will appeal to fans of the movies Jaws, Mech, and Saw. So guys, if you're a fan of these movies, you definitely shouldn't miss this game. Agent 007 First Light. IO Interactive, known for the Hitman series, has unveiled the debut trailer for Agent 007 First Light, a new game about James Bond. The developers also showed the first screenshots of the game. Agent 007 First Light will be a third-person adventure action game with stealth elements that will tell a reimagined story of James Bond's rise to fame. The game will show us how a young Navy pilot became an elite MI6 agent. During the game, players will visit different corners of the Earth and meet new characters, including John Greenway, the protagonist's mentor, and the mysterious Isolé. The game is being developed using the same engine that was used to create the Hitman series. Agent 007 First Light will be released in 2026 on PC and consoles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. A new game based on the popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book series is in the works. The Last Ronin, if you're not familiar with it, is set in a post-apocalyptic New York City, where the only surviving turtle is the last Ronin. By the way, it is not yet known which of the 4 turtles is still alive. Write your opinion in the comments and I will definitely discuss it with you. So, this turtle seeks revenge for his brothers. Rumor has it that the game adaptation will be very dark. Well, it's understandable why. No jokes here. The gameplay will be very similar to the God of War series. So far, only the first trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Last Son of Eden has been released. And while you wait for gameplay footage, we already have some key information. Firstly, it has been revealed that Black Forest Games, which released the Destroy All Humans remakes, is responsible for the development. And despite the fact that the previous games were perhaps limited by outdated source material, they were technically very high quality. Let's hope that this will also be the case with The Last Ronin. Here's what else we know about the world of Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Who is the last Ronin? In the ruined future of New York, the only surviving turtle embarks on a seemingly hopeless journey to avenge his lost family. What terrible events took his family away and turned New York into an apocalyptic nightmare? All the answers will be revealed in this captivating story, where friends become enemies and new allies appear where you least expect them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Samurai will be released on multiple platforms. The approximate release date is 2026. I am especially looking forward to the release of this game. I am a huge fan, so let's watch this awesome trailer and try not to shed a tear while watching it. It's a very powerful and high-quality trailer. We are really looking forward to this game and hope it won't disappoint us. Animal Use Protocol. An independent game development studio from South Africa recently announced a new game called Animal Use Protocol. Unlike previous games which were isometric, Animal Use Protocol is a full-fledged 3D first-person horror game created using the Unreal Engine 5. As you may have guessed from the title, Animal Use Protocol is largely devoted to animals. You will play as a highly intelligent chimpanzee named Pen, who is trying to escape from a laboratory where animal experiments are conducted. Armed only with your wits, a gravity manipulator, and a combat red assistant named Trip, you will move stealthily through the dystopian Anchorage station, haunted by all sorts of monstrous experiments that went wrong. Development of Animal Use Protocol began in December 2023, and the game is scheduled for release on PC in the first half of 2026. The console release will follow shortly thereafter. It's a rather unusual project, so we're really looking forward to playing it. Sunstrike 5. Sunstrike 5 was recently announced. It is the sequel to the legendary tactical strategy game about World War II. The game will be released in 2026 on PC and consoles. Sunstrike 5 will feature 25 large-scale missions covering battlefields in Europe and North Africa. The company was inspired by real events. For example, one of the starting points will be the capture of the Remagen Bridge. Sunstrike 5 offers more than 300 units, including US, German, and Soviet equipment and infantry, from Sherman and T-34 tanks to fighter planes. Each mission can be completed in different ways: the reconnaissance, sabotage, clever routes, or the timely capture of strategic points such as supply depots and stations. The commander system has been completely redesigned. Each type influences the style of combat. Some ensure the accuracy of artillery, while others use smoke grenades for cover. The camera has become more flexible. You can zoom out for a general view or zoom in to see everything in detail. The developers promise not only a campaign, but also a full-fledged multiplayer mode. The approximate release date is the beginning of 2026. Get ready for Green Hawk Platoon! The studio has officially announced their brand new first-person shooter that's all about reliving those childhood days of epic battles with toy soldiers. In Green Hawk Platoon, you and your squad of pint-sized plastic warriors will fight for control of legendary battlegrounds like the kitchen counter, the bedroom floor, the living room, the beach, and even the backyard. The game blends fast-paced gunplay with class-based combat. Pick your role from rifleman, medic, heavy gunner, engineer, rocketeer, or commando. Jump into a variety of vehicles from tanks and jeeps to helicopters and planes and fight solo or team up with friends to flip the outcome of a match. But watch your step. The battlefield is full of unexpected hazards. Cats that think you're a chew toy, dogs with questionable intentions, dive-bombing birds, sneaky crabs, squirrels on caffeine, and rats with attitude. Gear up with special tools like remote-controlled turrets, parachutes, grappling hooks, and rocket launchers for the ultimate over-the-top action. Green Hawk Platoon will drop first on PC, with console versions coming later, though the devs are keeping exactly which consoles a secret for now. Under a Rock, coming soon to ruin your vacation plans in the best possible way. It's the 19th century. You and your crew of brave explorers hop into a hot air balloon to track down a missing expedition. Easy, right? Nope. Mother Nature throws a tantrum. You crash and wake up on the most beautiful and most dangerous island you've ever seen. Here's the catch. Evolution here went completely off script. The wildlife wants you gone, the plants aren't friendly either, and the local Neanderthals, let's just say they think you smell funny. Survive and thrive in a massive open world with up to 9 friends. Build epic bases, tame wild beasts, craft your gear, cook up a feast, fish, or dive into the deep. Construct your home anywhere, on land, underwater, in caves, or even up in the treetops. The building system has no limits, and you'll need it to survive raids from predators and grumpy cavemen. Follow the story to track down your lost comrades, fix your balloon, and lift the island's curse. Or flip the script in PvP mode, where everyone starts at opposite ends of the island and races to the center to grab the only ticket home. Mark your calendars. Under a Rock is set to land between late 2025 and early 2026. Bring friends, pack courage, and maybe a nose plug for the Neanderthals. That's all for today, friends. Thanks so much for watching. Drop your favorite game in the comments. I'll make sure to read them all. See you next time. Bye-bye.